My name's Sherelle Evans and I'm the Principal Pharmacist for Research and Innovative Treatments here at NUH. As part of my role, I'm the manager for the clinical trials teams in pharmacy who deliver research studies across both sites, be that at City Hospital or this hospital here at QMC. Pharmacy clinical trials very much works in the background when it comes to delivering research involving medicinal products or investigational medicinal products, where this involves studies that might have medicines that are new or novel, which have never been to market before, and we want to analyse how safe they are to deliver to patients or whether they have the treatment effect that we'd like to see. Also, we look at medicines that might already be licensed and how we might want to use those differently. The pharmacist involved with the piece of research will look to see whether there's any risks involved in delivering that type of study. So whether there's any risks involved with that type of medicine we'd want to administer to patients and how we handle that, whether we have the right storage conditions such as freezers, fridges, or just the right ambient setting for those drugs. And additionally to that, we would like to risk assess to see whether we have the right facilities as well. So not only whether the medicines introduces a risk to the trust or to patients, but also whether we have the right environment to house those new medications. Once the initial review is completed, the pharmacists and the pharmacy technicians will work together to produce processes within pharmacy so that those research studies can be delivered safely, and also make sure that we're abiding to everything in the study protocol. Also, as part of this, we'll make sure that we have the right equipment in place. So if we have to have additional storage facilities, etc., or to have specific cabinets that we might need to prepare those medicines in. As part of the setup process, the pharmacy team will actively work with the study sponsors, creating that important relationship, and also work with the R&I wider team, so whether that be research nurses as well, to make sure that we can deliver the clinical trials safely to our patients. Once the study is open, the pharmacy team also are involved in that study maintenance. So that'll be again working with the study sponsor and the wider R&I teams just to continually make sure that those studies that are being delivered to patients continue to be safe and being handled in the right way according to the study protocol. We're now going to hear from my fellow colleague about the processes involved in pharmacy clinical trials dispensing.
My name's Laura Kirk. I work as the operational lead across City and QMC campus clinical trials department. We have two dispensaries, one based at the QMC site and one based at the City site, and those dispensaries are both for research patients specifically and specifically clinical trials prescriptions. At the City campus, the specialities are oncology patients and oncology treatment, haematology treatment, and non-cancer patients that are based specifically for the indications on the City campus, so for instance respiratory and renal patients. Over at the QMC campus we have specialities such as paediatric oncology and also many other non-cancer treatments, for example hepatobiliary and gastro patients, as well as some other respiratory patients. We also do have a specific CRF unit doing phase 1 studies, so we also dispense for those. Within the dispensaries, we do dispense the actual drugs for the studies, but also some associated medicines that patients may need. For example, if they're on cancer treatment, they may require anti-sickness medication as well, or other associated medicines that go along with their treatment. We also receive parcels into the dispensary at City campus, so we have our own pharmacy stores department, so we receive the shipments in directly from delivery companies. At QMC, our deliveries come via the pharmacy stores, the main pharmacy stores. The clinical trials dispensaries are very busy and have lots of patients that are specifically research patients. So sometimes it can take up to an hour to 2 hours to dispense your medication, depending on the complexity and the number of patients being treated each day. But we do have some patients that come and wait, and if they are waiting, we do try our best to turn the prescriptions around in the quickest time possible. We also have, dispense drugs that need to go through the production unit, and when we do that, we'll assemble them in the clinical trials pharmacy and take them down to the production unit where they will be manufactured for treatment.